One of the things that helped me for sleep is, look what I did to my nose. Look at that. That's a nose. Holy cow. This week, we are gonna deep dive and see if we can make my sleep even better. Let's go. I'm on a journey to extend the quantity of years I live and the quality of my life as well, and I take you on my journey with me. Every week, I take on a new challenge, I try something different, and I share my experiences. Here is what I've done so far. This is my weight loss goal. I started at 197. The last check-in was 189.7. We'll see how I do by the end of the week. At the end of this video, the goal is to get to 180. This is my fasting plan. This is my workout plan. This is my temperature and cold exposure plan. This is my metabolic flexibility plan. And this is my sleep plan. A lot of the information, the ideas I get are from this book, David Sinclair's Lifespan. It is the go-to book for a lot of people who are trying to extend their life. It's called Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to. This week's challenge, though, doesn't come from this book, at least not yet, not what I've read so far. I want to dive deeper into sleep. A lot of people, even though it's not in this book, a lot of people that I've seen talk about life extension really focus in on sleep.
People who get less than 7 hours of sleep at night have lower overall blood flow to their brain, which means more bad decisions.
Sleep at the same time, wake up at the same time, 7 days a week, no matter what.
Really?
Sleep is so valuable, it's so important,
Yeah, I
it's so
believe that.
underrated.
If you're not getting enough sleep, your cognitive abilities throughout the day go down, your creativity goes down, your stress goes up, your bad decision making goes up.
For people that want to change their brain, the power of focus is really the entry point, and the ability to access deep rest and sleep.
So I've been using the Happy device to help me sleep more deeply and better. But this week, we are gonna deep dive and see if we can make my sleep even better. Let's go. Okay, so it is day 71 of this journey. Here is my plan. It's a Thursday, so here's my plan for today. I scored a 4 on Lumen, black coffee, eating in this window, no sugar, no processed foods, exercising, 30 minutes of rucking with 20 pounds on my back outside. It is cold, it is freezing, there's lots of snow, but we are still doing it. A 30-minute workout, taking the stairs, the pool's closed, so no swimming today, and other cold exposure. And this is the new thing that I am adding to my daily spreadsheet, checklist or PowerPoint, whatever, is my sleep score. So last night is an 88, which is pretty good. I measure that by my Fitbit watch. So I got a watch, there it is, and I wear this overnight and it measures a sleep score, basically how well you slept during the night. I think it's out of 100. The highest I've ever gotten, I think, is 89. And on the nights where I sleep really well, it's 85 plus. And the nights when I don't sleep really well, I've gotten as low as 50 something. So 88 is a pretty good number already to be starting with. So let me share some of the things that have helped me so far in my sleep journey. Number one is, this is the newest one. This is the Happy device. And I still don't really fully understand how it works, but you basically wear this overnight and you pick the deep sleep setting. I've talked about this in one of my previous videos. You wear this overnight and for the first hour, I think, it releases an electromagnetic something. It actually works. It actually helps me fall asleep faster, stay asleep. And so I've been using this. The only challenge with this is it's a little uncomfortable to sleep with this on. And it kind of, if I'm lying on my stomach, I end up like this, my face on the thing. So I wear a t-shirt and then I put it under the t-shirt and make sure it's not a V-neck t-shirt, so it fits under your t-shirt and is a lot easier for me to sleep. Some of the other things I have tried are sleep masks. So being in blackout lighting is always preferable, so there's no lights getting in. I think that's really hard to control, especially when traveling. And so the easiest way isn't to get knockout blinds and turn all the lights off in your room. The easiest way is a sleep mask. I've tried a lot of these over the years. I've tried this one I had for a while. This one I had for a while. This one I was excited by. I had these little cushions that you can put in here. But the problem with most of these, and these are all kind of custom fitting ones, is the standard ones that you kind of get on the airplane that are pretty flat. The problem with most of these for me, maybe I have a big nose or something, but light would get in through the bottom. So if I put this on, look at how comfortable that looks. Look, it's got like custom spots for your eyes to fit in. As I put it over, light would get in underneath, so it wasn't full knockout. Now, it's still better than sleeping with nothing, but yeah, definitely not as good as it could be. This is more of a typical one too. This is a different one. This is what you would kind of get on an airplane, which is okay as in a pinch as a backup plan. But the one that I love the most that I use is this one. This one is called Mavogel, M-A-V-O-G-E-L. And why I love this is it looks pretty basic. It looks pretty basic, right? I can put this on, it looks pretty basic. But the best part here, if I just wear it like this, there's a lot of light that gets in here. What I love about them, and maybe that's why it's called Mavogel, is there's this little spot here around the bridge of the nose that you can pinch in. And right now, I can't see anything. Just by doing this little pinch in, right? So this would be normal. I can see light getting in. This is all perfect, but then here I pinch in and it covers a spot. Now I can't see anything. It's totally dark. I could fall asleep. So this has been a huge game changer for me. Ooh, I found the packaging. This is what it looks like. Mavogel, this is it. It kind of looks like this. Nina bought it for me as another experiment. It says light blocking, handmade, breathable. There's some quick instructions on the back of how to do it, although it's really not that complicated. You put it over your eyes, you squish the nose, boom, instant knockout. So tonight's experiment is gonna be earplugs. I haven't really used earplugs. Haven't really used them for sleep. The only time that I really found earplugs really beneficial is when Tony Robbins invited me to be at his Unleash the Power Within events. He's invited me a couple times, and it's amazing because he puts you in like the front row seating, and it's a blast, but you're right up next to these crazy loud speakers. And so I brought a whole bunch of earplugs with me and also shared them with the people around me because they were all struggling too. That was really, 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 really helpful. For sleep, I haven't really given it a shot, so we're gonna see how much noise pollution I get and if that keeps me awake or not. These are going in tonight. All right, day 72. It's a Friday. Let me show you the plan for the day. Here we go. We got a Lumen 3 score, metabolic flexibility. We're gonna have a black coffee for the day. Eat from 6 to 8, no sugar, no processed foods. Exercise, rocking outside, 20 pounds. Pool is closed, so we're gonna do a workout instead, cold exposure. Sleep score was an 80. Yesterday was an 88. Let's talk about that. So last night I tried these. I had these earplugs in. I don't think it helped me, to be honest, and I'm not giving up on the earplugs. I just don't think that these fit super well. I woke up a couple times. They hadn't fallen out, but they weren't really doing much to dampen the sound. I could hear everything around me. It's basically as I was sleeping without anything. And I figured out the technique because I use these at Tony Robbins events, and there are people dancing and jumping and screaming, and the music is blasting like crazy, and it really dampened a lot, and I could hear almost everything with these. So I think it's just maybe the brand, maybe the shape. I know the technique. To make these work, you gotta scrunch them up. I don't know if you could see last night in the video, but you gotta scrunch them up. You gotta scrunch them up like this, and then you gotta pull down on the ear to make it the spot bigger, and then push them in, and then hold it for 15 seconds to let it expand. That really helped at the Tony Robbins event when it was blasting. And I tried it and it just didn't work. So I am not giving up on the earplugs. I got an 80 score last night, sleep score, according to my Fitbit, had an 88 the night before. I don't think it made it worse though. I don't think these made it worse. One of the things for me is, I'm gonna add this to the list. One of the things that helped me for sleep is I don't set an alarm. So I don't set an alarm, and I wake up when I wake up. Unless I'm going for a plane, that's really the only time where I set an alarm. Or something big, I would set an alarm, but otherwise, I don't set an alarm, and I don't usually have my first thing until 10:30. So if I'm doing Mover Makers or Brandlytics, that's 10:30. If I'm doing a meeting or podcast, usually not until 11 o'clock. So I have the day, not that I wake up that late, but just so I don't feel rushed. Because if I knew if I had something at 9, I would wake up at 6 because I'd be stressed about it. So no alarm really helps. And then no first meeting until 10:30 at the earliest. to allow me to have my morning, and it allows me to have a better morning routine anyway. So I'll put that on the list because I find those two things help. I don't think this made anything worse last night. I just woke up early. I woke up at 6 something this morning, and so I didn't get as big a sleep score. So tonight we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try different earplugs. I'm gonna see if I can find the ones that I use to go to Tony Robbins' event, and I'll report back, see if this is making any kind of difference or not. All right, it is confession time. I have not been consistent on making the content this week for this channel. I got the booster shot, the Moderna version, and it kicked my butt. It kicked my butt. I was staying consistent on doing the sleep tracking, but not in making videos. So I'm going to extend this video another week so I have more content that we can edit and show you guys. But I have an update on the whole blocking my ears and seeing how it impacts my sleep. So I use the Fitbit watch, and it tracks my sleep, and it gives me a score every day for how well I slept. And I've hit, I think, 89 out of 100 as my best sleep score. And what I would love to do is to improve my sleep score. One of the best things of having a wearable is you have something that you can track. So I want to find a way to consistently be in the 90s and have an excellent, amazing, world-class sleep. So on the first day that I was tracking that I did not use earplugs, I got an 88 sleep score, which is pretty good, already up there. When I moved to I don't have it anymore, I threw them away, but I had the kind of black, just ones I think I showed earlier in this video. Very standard, just kind of run-of-the-mill black earphone. They didn't do anything. I got an 80 sleep score, but they were barely in. It wasn't really pulling anything, any of the audio out. Then I went to the hardcore ones, and these ones are amazing. These are the ones that I wore at the Tony Robbins event that I was right up against a speaker and it really pulled it out. So if you want a good earplug, whether for sleeping or not, the brand is called Heroes. Heroes, but with an A, so like Heroes. There's only one left in this pack. Extreme Protection Earplugs, 14 pairs, NRR33, I think that means something. These are amazing at knocking out the sound. So on the first day, I got an 84. So nothing, no earplugs was 88. Black earplugs, kind of standard earplugs, got an 80. These earplugs went up to 84, so we're going the right direction. On the first night, on the second night though, it actually fell down to 73. What happened was I had this in, and when I was sleeping, it caught on the side and it jammed further into my ear, and it hurt and it woke me up, so I didn't have as good a sleep. And so I decided, I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna wear it the next day. And I haven't gone back to it. So overall, I don't think earplugs are the solution for me. So I'm not gonna ongoing be using these. I think the main reason is I don't mind ambient noises. If something broke or something fell or there's a loud noise, a crash, a bang, I'm gonna wake up. But overall, I kind of like the ambient noises. It's kind of like, a sleeping machine with the white noise, or I used to fall asleep listening to sports radio at night. I like having a little bit of noise going on. So the earplugs are not helping me improve my sleep quality. I don't think they're hurting, except when it jams into my ear and it causes a lot of pain. So I don't think it's hurting, but I don't think it's helping me. So I'm gonna continue the sleep challenge this week. I am going to try a little piece of plastic that you put into your nose and expands your nostrils and your airways. When I did a sleep study a while ago, I had very mild sleep apnea and wasn't getting enough oxygen into my body while I slept. And they said I didn't need to have a CPAP machine, but I needed to sleep 8.5 hours a night, where a normal person, 8.5 to 9 hours a night, where a normal person would need less. So I'm going to try this little piece of plastic that I'll show you. This is it. And I can't do this one-handed. It's really, it's kind of hard to see, I guess. It's blurry. It's small here. This, you stick in your nose and it expands out your nose, which is supposed to help you breathe better. Some people wear these all day, which I guess you can kind of hide it. It's pretty little. So I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this for the upcoming week, and I'm gonna report back on the results to see if this actually improves my sleep quality, which we're tracking with our Fitbit watch. And I'll let you know. I'm feeling better. I'm about 85% to where I was before the booster. I'm sure I'll be fine tomorrow. And I apologize, and let's see how this week goes. Fingers crossed. All right, it is 11 p.m. bedtime. Gotta put this in first. I don't remember how to do this. Well, I guess it either goes in like this or like this. One way is very comfortable-ish, the other way is not comfortable. So I think if we put it like this, the nostrils. Look what I did to my nose. Look at that. That's a nose. Holy cow. Yeah, so the idea is that it opens up your nasal passage to get more air in your nose, make you look like I would say Thresh. That's a League of Legends reference. Shrek. Makes you look like Shrek. And how do people wear these all day? This is crazy. Anyway. Bedtime. Let's see how it goes. Today is day 78. It's a Thursday. Let me show you the plan. Fasting plan. We got a lumen score of 4, black coffee, eating window. Here are the restrictions. Exercising, 30 minutes rocking outside in the snow with 20 pounds, 30-minute workout, take the stairs. Cold exposure, sleep score 79. Let's talk about that. So I've been wearing this thing in my nose for the past 2 nights. 2 nights ago, I got an 84 on my sleep score, which is average, maybe slightly above average where my normal score would be. I'm usually low 80s. Last night was a 79, not as good. Woke up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. for whatever reason, not related to this. And it took me about an hour or so of tossing and turning and anyway, to fall back asleep. So we're gonna give this some more time, some more days, and let me tell you why I did this in the first place. It is all because of this man, James Nestor. I was at a Genius Network meeting and he came on and talked about breathing and why mouth breathing is really bad. So here's a video if you wanna check it out. Stop mouth breathing immediately with James Nestor and Joe Polish, and he recommends putting that thing in your nose to open up your nostrils so that you can breathe more clearly and easily, as well as taping your mouth shut at night with some really light tape so that it forces you to breathe through your nose, which has a whole bunch of health benefits instead of just sleeping with your mouth. Now, I tried the taping of the mouth. It didn't really have a big impact for me, and maybe I'll do it again as part of this challenge, we'll see. I don't really breathe through my mouth. So it didn't have a big impact. So if you wake up and your throat is really sore, it's really dry, it's because you're breathing through your mouth and it should be going through your nose. So if that's you, it could probably have a huge impact on your quality of life if you can learn to breathe through your nose by taping your mouth. It sounds really scary. I'm gonna tape my mouth shut. Oh my God, what if I need to breathe? But it's not taped so tightly that you can't take it off, and it's not torture. You can easily rip it off. It's not gonna hurt. Lots of people do it. So if your throat's really sore, it's worth checking out. For me, it didn't make a difference and my throat's not sore. I think I'm naturally a nose breather anyway, but using those nostril, not plugs, nostril extenders? I don't know. I went blurry. I don't know what to call them. Using those things are at least supposed to get more. I do feel like I can breathe more clearly. I do feel like more air is coming in. More air is definitely coming in. Like, more air is getting in. But is it helping my actual sleep quality? Maybe. That's what we have to test. All right, it is day 83 of my challenge. That means this is the last day before we do weigh-ins and see how well we've been doing. I've got a couple of quick updates for you. First off, my sleep has been trash. It's been absolute trash, and it's not because of this, either good or bad. This has been actually a fun experiment, but my sleep over the past few days has been terrible. Let me show you. So this is my Fitbit. So I sleep with this watch on, and it will track my sleep and give me sleep scores. Is what I've been using. I'm trying to hold the camera steady. Sorry guys. So if you look at how well we've been doing in the past, we've had 73 and 79 and 72 and 84, 79 and before, 84, 88, and 91. Wow. What I love about this is it breaks it down, so it shows you your time of sleep, deep and REM sleep and restoration, and gives you total score to get 91. But if you look at the past few days, last night was actually decent at 82, but look how long I was in bed for. Jesus. but let's have some fun with this one. Okay, so look at Saturday. Saturday, which was Friday night, was I slept from 2:30 to 6:45 or 6:41, and then 10 o'clock to 1:02. So that was not a great night. And then Saturday night was even worse. I was up with my team working on a project, and I was in the zone. So I'm grateful, but it destroyed my sleep. I didn't sleep until 8 in the morning. I was up until 8 in the morning working with my team on an exciting new project, and then I slept until noon. And then the next day was 9:30 to 1, and then 5 to 9:24. So as you can see, my sleep has been really, really bad. Again, grateful for the process, because we've made some amazing work happen when I stayed up till 8 in the morning. But I don't want that to be my life. I don't want that to be consistent, and so we need to get back on track. I was using this, but yeah, this did not help me when I'm staying up until 8 in the morning. That being said, I'm going to continue using this. I feel like when I have it in, I breathe just more oxygen getting in. It's clearer, it's easier. So I'm gonna add this as part of my regular routine. I can't really tell if it's made a difference with the numbers. That was the whole goal of this week, is like, will this improve my sleep score? I can't tell you that it will based off data, but I can tell you it feels better, and I feel like I'm getting more air through me. So I'm gonna keep using this for the next little while. The second update is this guy turned 5 years old. We've had this guy for 5 years, and we had a little mini birthday party for him that he gained a little bit of weight and had to go to the bathroom multiple times throughout the night because of how much he ate. But we made a little celebration happy birthday video for him too. Timo turned 5 years old today.
Timo's 5.
Okay, what are we doing?
Cute.
Okay.
Timo, blow out the candle, Timo.
Oh my gosh, he's not gonna light the candle.
Ooh. Happy birthday, Timo!
Okay, can he stop the embarrassment? Let him eat now.
Okay, Timo, go. Timo, go.
That is some.
Okay. Eat.
That is some
Go.
yummy
He doesn't know how
birthday.
to start. Timo, go. Eat.
There you go. Just need to lose the hat. There we go. Happy birthday! 5 years of this guy. Does the girl get to have some? She's very. She's not happy. Can I let her come in? Justana, come eat.
It's a doggy bone cake.
There you go. There we go. These guys are happy guys. 5 years. 5 years of this guy and 4 years of her. That's a happy life. All right, and update number 3. It is time to do our weight check-in and see how we are doing. Okay, so last week we're 189.7. This time we're 189.6. So a tiny drop in the right direction, but not really where we want to be. We got to get down to 180. Not sleeping will do that to you. So discovered an interesting connection between weight and sleep. And so the goal for the next week is very exciting, actually. So I have Tony Robbins coming up on the channel, the main channel, in 2 weeks, talking about health, life extensions. He's got a new book called Life Force that we're going to talk about in 2 weeks. And this is a serious book. This is 600 pages or 550 pages, something like that. And so my goal for the next week is to, yes, get back on track, sleep properly, continue on my schedule, and dive through as much of this as I can. And I'll share with you what I've learned, what I'm curious about. And then the week after, we're going to have Mr. Tony Robbins on and answering some questions. So if you want to see what I learned from this, what my main takeaways are, how I'm using it to improve and change my life, there's a video right there next to me. You can see the updates and the progress. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.